Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake. Welcome to Two on the Aisle. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Tonight, we are going to talk about Every Brilliant Thing. This is by Duncan Macmillan and Johnny Donahue, directed by Jerry Herron and Duncan Macmillan. And one thing that this play tells us, above all else, is that Daniel Radcliffe is an incredibly charismatic performer. And you see this here on stage. It's a one-man show, although he does get a very generous assistance from the audience who play various characters in the show. But more than I have seen him in any other work that he's done on stage, he dominates the stage. He is in control of every moment, even though people who have no script and are just winging it are assisting him. It's a classic example of style over substance because into the play's evening, which is only one act, you realize there's not a lot of substance to this play. It's about a young man whose mother had a very severe case of depression. And after her first suicide attempt, he writes a list of everything worth living for. And he continues this list on and off throughout his life when he is struck by the same depression. And what is lacking in the play is that we really don't know why the mother was so depressed. We don't know why he is so depressed.
Well, my problem is not, I don't care why. I don't feel for him. I don't feel for the concept behind the play, and I should. Not only does she try to commit suicide once, she tries twice and then succeeds. He's been collecting. He brings out. Well, I don't want to spoil it too much. I mean, it's a gossamer wing of a play. There's nothing to it really, but there should be something to it. And this is a case of charisma over substance, I think, because the Daniel Radcliffe is charming. He charms us the second we walk in. He's running around the stage. He's running around the orchestra, running around the theater. He's handing out strips of paper to people. He's orchestrating his play to be, and then he is directing it on stage, which of course he's not really doing. And he plays the pieces together, and he tells the story, and all of that is going on. And I'm watching it, and I'm very entertained by him, but I am not moved in any way by anything that goes on. And I think I'm supposed to be, given what the subject matter is. So, yes, style over substance. I couldn't agree with you
There
more.
were times when I was moved by the humor. And there is one time when after his mother died, when he's in the car with his father, that I found moving. Otherwise, I agree with you about this, but I do have to hand it to the audience members. All of them really performed well. There was this one woman who plays his school guidance counselor. And part of what she has to do is take off her shoe, take off her sock, and put the sock on her hand and use it as a puppet. I was so sure that she was a plant, but from everything I can gather, she was just an audience member. She's not
Well,
listed
we'd
in
have
the.
to go back and see it another night to see if there's a different person
There we
doing
go.
it.
Yes. Yes.
And
Because
that was charming. That was charming. There was, that, but again, that wasn't about the play. That was about the stuff around the play. I I get the feeling that this is
well,
like
she
a
she was a
fringe festival.
character, but she became a character in the play,
I
and
know
she
that.
did it well. And the other time that
Good.
I
Then we
felt
should
in
give
the play,
everybody in the audience an equity card. That's what that should happen, right? That. But
well, the
but what
lady
I'm
I
saying,
saw that night who did the sock puppet certainly would deserve one. But that was also a time when I felt something in the play. There is one scene during the play where he
I thought
asks
we were
someone to
finished.
give him a book. I just want to be there on the night when somebody hands him a copy of Harry Potter.
I'm going back to my original point, and it's not about the people on the stage or about Daniel Radcliffe. It's about the play. It's insubstantial, or it's being made to feel insubstantial by the way it's being presented. I think there's more to the play than we're being given. I think that it's meant to be more. It was a big hit in England. I get the feeling it was like a fringe festival kind of thing. You can have a small piece and have it moving. This did not move me. That's all I'm saying. Good
Well,
movie.
I 100% agree with you on both points. That said, sometimes it's very hard to realize, is it the play? Is it the performance? Because I have seen plays that I have disliked, and then I've
Mhm.
gone back and seen new productions with different actors
And
and
like
different
them, right,
direction, and I've loved it, and vice versa.
right. This was done downtown, by the way. This was done down at the Barrow Street Theater, which we did. I didn't go see it then, but it was done with I think Duncan McMillan.
I will do a Leslie Hoban Blake when it's for the playbills, 4 out of 5, 5 being the best. I will give Daniel Radcliffe 4.5 playbills. I will give the entire evening 3.5. The play itself, probably less, 2.5, 3. But again, sometimes it's very hard to separate the play from the production. And I would also like to see it with a different actor to see if there is
Right,
a different
right.
reaction.
Not that I don't love. I absolutely adore Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know if I don't like this play or not.
How did you
And I'm
feel
going to
about the
give it.
evening?
And I'm not going to separate it. We're just going to give the whole evening 2.5 because I came out puzzled. I didn't have a transcendent experience. I just, thought, oh, Daniel Radcliffe's fun. And
So
that's
this will
about where
not
I'm
be
going.
on your list of every brilliant thing.
Ah, no, it won't. But Daniel Radcliffe will be
And that is our show for this evening. When you go to the theater, look for Leslie and me, us too.
on the aisle. I'll be taking my shoe off and putting a sock on my hand and doing that. I don't know what Charlie will be doing.
You would have been very good in the role.
Thank you, Charlie.